Hi, everybody. My name is Manan Puri, and I'm the co-founder of Strategy for GMAT. Over the past few years, the number of applications to B schools in Asia has been increasing a lot. Uh, like any other recession, the world and the education industry moves towards the east. And this year is no different. And the number of applications that have been received by B schools in Asia so far have been all-time high in a few cases. And HKUST Business School and their MBA program is no different. And it has been one of the top MBA programs over the years, with the FT rankings less than 20 and one of the top programs in Asia. Today, we are here to talk about the program in detail, and we are joining by April, who is the Assistant Director of Admissions and Marketing for the MBA program at HKUST. She will be talking more about the program, a few questions that everybody has about the program, and the results as a result of the pandemic, etc. So today, thank you, April, for joining us. And could you tell us a bit more about yourself and the program?
Okay, thank you so much, Mana, for your introduction. Yeah, hi everyone. This is April, representing the marketing and admission team of the HKUST MBA program. I believe that some of you already know a little bit about our program in Hong Kong because I'm sure that one of your friends will be having experience in Hong Kong. So HKUST MBA program, as Mana already mentioned, we are in the top 20 MBA program for the past consecutive 13 years. So this is actually a very great achievement for our university, especially we are a very young university, just established in 1991. So in 30 years, we have such a very fantastic event. We are very proud of it, and we want to continue to uphold this mission and groom the future leaders. So one of the key program features of our MBA program as compared to other traditional program would definitely be our strength in integrating business with technology. And we also, because of the new era of MBA, we're giving a lot of flexibility and personal customization for our students, whereby each of you coming with different career objectives, you will be able to customize your own study journey up to 60% within the MBA program. You also have the flexibility in terms of the program duration, be it in the 12-month accelerated mode or even in the standard mode of 16 months. So spending time in HKUST will definitely be one of your key life decisions if you're considering an MBA program. Okay, so Manor, you have any questions? Because I know a lot of friends want to know about HKUST MBA program.
Sure. So I think the first question that is on everybody's mind is around how the school has coped up with the pandemic this year, and it was a double whammy for you, unlike other schools, with the geopolitical tensions as well. So,
Mhm.
how have you enhanced the student experience, and what have been the changes to the program? Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Okay, so I think, yeah, first of all, our school name by nature, our full name is Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. So with the help of technology, we definitely be able to move some of the courses online and continue to deliver quality classes to our students. So right now, as Mandarin you already mentioned, no matter it's India and Hong Kong or worldwide, we're still affected by COVID-19. So right now, we are observing closely to the situation of the pandemic in Hong Kong. So we're running hybrid classes, hybrid mode classes for students, meaning that we would allow students to come into the campus with suitable social distancing measure to have classes with our full faculty members. And for those of them who are yet to be able to rejoin us in the campus, you can also have it live online. So both the students in campus and also at home or elsewhere indoor, they will be having classes simultaneously and be able to continue to interact with the class and also faculty members. So also under this pandemic times, we actually indeed introduced some new courses relating to, for example, just like this occasion, we're having a virtual conference. So our students are also trained to be able to build their presence in online interviews or even some of the skill sets in how to networking effectively in this virtual setup. So I think these are something that with the help of technology, we continue to allow our students to study as their schedule and there is no delay in terms of the graduation timeline.
Oh, that's great to know. And specifically, I like the part about networking because that's one of the more important parts that
Mhm.
MBA students look for in a program. So, if you're teaching them how to do it effectively online, then that's great.
Yeah.
Moving on, what do you think, or what are the plans for next year's intake in terms of changes to the
Mhm.
curriculum and specifically classes on campus? Because an MBA experience on campus is unparalleled, and no amount of online education can replace that. So, what is the current thinking around that?
So indeed, our MBA program, we have been keep evolving, keep re-engineering ourselves. So if you look into our program website, indeed, this is the first year that we roll out the flexible curriculum. It used to be the case that we asked our students to take a lot of compulsory courses covering different business subjects. Now we realize that, as I mentioned earlier, everyone comes with a different career objective or even academic objective. So apart from the foundation courses, our students will be able to choose out for more than 70 elective or flexible core courses. So delve into different areas. For example, some of you might be interested in consulting. You can take a little bit more courses in the consulting track. Or if you're keen to explore business technology, you can definitely pick more courses from that. So it's all a mix and match without asking you to declare specific declaration. So we are seeing this emerging needs of new MBA, whereby the recruiters are looking for talents with multiple skill set and also a well-rounded training. So we believe that this flexibility will allow our students to continue to be competitive. And at the same time, we are also inviting our students, apart from learning in the classroom, they also need to take internship, consultancy project, or even professional skills at workshop. Because we believe that it's always important, just simple as how to ace an interview. You have so many good knowledge in your brain, but you need to how to deliver it appropriately in front of the recruiter side. I think this is very critical for our students and for from some of the future leaders that who wish to climb up the corporate ladder in different sectors. And also at the same time, in a new curriculum with the technology at the same time, the networking is important. We're very happy that our alumni worldwide has been very supportive because they are now not limited by the geographical restrictions. We also organize our alumni series whereby alumni in different countries, they share with us their experience online. So our students actually, they have a greater reach to our MBA alumni across the world rather than, last year, probably without a pandemic, we won't be only interacting with those alumni in country or nearby areas. Now technology really helps us a lot and opens the eyes of our students to a lot more industry. Yeah.
Thank you. And on a related point, within
Mhm.
Hong Kong, and a lot of international applicants would be, joining the program as and with Hong Kong as a destination of their employment
Mhm.
in mind. So, in the current realm, what is the situation with the visa, employment visas, and
Mhm.
NPRs within Hong Kong for such people?
Okay, so I just want to give more assurance to candidates in India or even international candidates. So far, Hong Kong, we haven't had any change in the visa working policy. So if you are studying a full-time graduate program in Hong Kong, including the MBA program, so once graduated, all the international candidates will be able to stay in Hong Kong for 12 months without other restriction except the time limit. So international candidates would definitely be able to leverage on this very favorable visa as a full-time graduate students, be able to explore career not only in Hong Kong but also in nearby countries within Asia. So this one, I believe, that's a very favorable working visa or student visa for international candidates.
Okay, that's I'm sure reassuring to a lot of people. Moving
Mm-hmm.
back on the program, I know there is a lot of material out there on your website and the webinars, etc. So, any
Uh-huh.
particular set of features you want to talk about which are not there on those platforms?
I think there's one thing I want to highlight to friends who was watching this video. As just now I talked about we have so many courses up for you to mix and match. At the same time, we also pair each of you with a dedicated career coach as well as academic advisor because we believe that there's too many courses. You just have limited time period to choose it or even study it. Our academic advisor will, based on your career objectives, to try to advise you what will be the key courses that you must take in order for you to bridge the gap, for you to land your desired MBA job. And at the same time, for career coach, they will be the best supporter. They will be asking you, perhaps in a manner, if you are enrolling our program, we will definitely be asking you, checking you on, whether you're up to the track of your interview skills, whether you are meeting our external coaches for suitable evaluation or even interview preparation. So we would have two very strong supporters for you, and at the same time, you expect to feel a little bit of pressure from them because they want you to excel and also break out your comfort zone. So I think these will be some key points that I want to let you know, that we give you flexibility, but we also encourage you to make the most out of it with a two dedicated advisor.
That's interesting, and that's what mentorship is about. Pushing your
Mhm.
limits, pushing your boundaries at the end of the day, right?
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Now talking about the admissions element of it. So, what do you
Uh-huh.
look for in a candidate as you shortlist him or her for the interview stage?
Well, definitely the first thing that we look for is for candidates who have good understanding about the MBA program at HKUST. So you have to tell me, why HKUST, but not compared to other schools. You need to identify our strengths and also telling me that you are a good fit for the program. And at the same time, we are also looking for vibrant candidates, and they will be willing to not only contribute their own knowledge and ideas during the MBA program, but also after the MBA program. The reason that we are stressing a lot on that, because we always try to build a very intact alumni community with the current students. So you will be, sooner or later, you will be progressing from a current students to an alumni. So we hope that you will continue to have the give back mentality so that we can keep our MBA community alive and also vibrant across different countries. Yeah, so these are the key things. And also, if friends that you already in mind, that you have some career planning, that we will be happy to learn about it, because ultimately MBA is a good platform for you to switch your career to a new direction. So if you comes in with a clear mindset, then we'll be able to assist you much better.
I think what resonates with me a lot more is how does the program fit with your goals also? Because it's not
Mm-hmm.
just the program choosing you, it's you
Yeah.
choosing the program as well. And definitely for any B school, alumni is the topmost strength that it has.
Mm-hmm.
And if if somebody who's entering the program already has plans on terms of how would they give back, then that's
Yeah.
a great candidate to
Mm-hmm.
have at the end of the day. So, specifically again on the admissions side, there are various elements that one needs to consider: the GMAT or GRE, the essays, the resume, work experience, etc. So, when you assess a candidate, I know you can't give me the exact criteria, but what is the relevant importance of each of these elements within the consideration that you do
Mm-hmm.
when you choose somebody?
Yeah, yeah. I think first one, let's tackle with the easier thing. GMAT. First of all, GMAT is a compulsory requirement for our MBA program. But I understand that friends that you right now you might be still preparing your GMAT exam, but don't hold back, because we will allow you to submit your score to us a little bit later. So just indicate your test date. It will be good enough. So we will be able to review other parts of your MBA application concurrently. And if you successfully pass our admission interview, we will extend you a conditional offer, giving you time to fulfill our GMAT requirements. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, we want to give some tips to friends on the line. While we're taking a very holistic approach, there is one part that we would invite all the candidates to really put some thoughts into. It will be the reference. We required each of our candidates to provide two referees. So referee will be the one to give us comments whether you will be suitable for our MBA program. So everything will be online. You don't need to ask somebody to write you a reference letter. But more so importantly is to find someone who understands your career objective and whether you would be fit for an MBA program at this stage of your career. So don't randomly find a friend to refer you. Get someone to understand you well, be it your previous supervisor or even your co-workers who have good understanding about you, because we look a lot into it, and then whether your perception about your own self is aligned with their understanding is also very important.
Thank you. And this is sort of a different question to ask. What type of
Mhm.
candidates should not apply to the program?
I would say
Who is it not for?
so. Actually, as HKUST will welcome candidates with different academic background and professional background. There is no single candidate that we do not welcome. And just to share with you, for this particular year, we already started our intake 2021 application. We are receiving applicants coming from a veteran background, coming from law background, entrepreneurship background, and some of the traditional industry like banking and finance. So you can see that HKUST actually we strive very hard to give a good mix of the students so that they can learn from each other and also inspire each other through the group interaction within the campus. Yeah. So don't hold back no matter where you're coming from. So give it a try because MBA is going to be a program to give you broad understanding about business and also level up your interpersonal and professional skill set.
Okay. A lot of candidates we've worked with
Mm-hmm.
in the past always say that the admissions team is always willing to help out in terms of a
Uh-huh.
pre-evaluation on that as well. So I think that really helps within
Mm-hmm.
to get a better idea of how the program fits with you and how you fit with the
Yeah.
program. And definitely the MBA fairs also help around that.
Yeah, correct. We do offer one-on-one consultation for all candidates. So despite the pandemic time, indeed we roll a new service. You can either, of course, book a phone consultation, or if you want to have more intimate conversation, we also offer virtual consultation. So it's just like this setup. You can connect with our admission advisor virtually through Zoom. Mhm.
Okay, great. Finally, anything else you would like to talk about or tell the prospective applicants to bear in mind as they apply to
Mhm.
HKUST?
I would say the number one thing is for all candidates is be always be flexible and open-minded. Especially, you know that in the pandemic days, we expect that in the coming few years, the work market and also the knowledge landscape is going to change drastically. So always be ready to try to have take on different experience to build up your CV, and at the same time take time to acquire more technology knowledge because we are seeing like this front. I think last year we would never expect we have so many online events or even seminars. Now is the time that you need to rethink about how to reskill yourself and how to integrate technology, for example, artificial intelligence into your workforce. Because if you read into the World Economic Forum, actually they forecast that a lot of the jobs, some of them were labor intensive or data entry type of jobs, will be eliminated. But at the same time, there is increasing need of jobs that require complex analytical mindset and also technical savviness. So this is something that we need to look ahead, what the market is looking for, and build it around for you to have a good CV to maintain your competitiveness and also be relevant to the job market.
I think it's a constant evolving evolution
Mhm.
process. You know, being relevant is constantly learning, and as
Mhm.
you said, technology is all encompassing
Yeah.
these days. So yeah. Great. Thank you so much, April, for joining us today and sharing your thoughts. I'm sure this would be really helpful for the applicants and
Mhm.
especially the ones who are on the fence looking at their profiles, whether they are suited or not. So they can always reach out to you and the team to get their profiles evaluated.
Yeah,
Thanks again for
correct.
taking out time.
Thank you so much, Amanda. And then for friends on the line, hope to see you in our campus soon.